Yeah, good afternoon, students. In the previous classroom discussion topic, we had a discussion on insertion operation in arrays. Now, in today's classroom discussion, we would like to discuss about the another important operation, which is known it as a delete operation. How do we perform the delete operation in an array data structure? That we are going to discuss in today's classroom discussion. Fine. So now I would like to share my screen. Hope my screen is visible to you. Yes. So this is the topic week 2 lecture 2, delete operation in arrays. Summary of the previous classroom discussion topic is that insertion in an array, we have discussed that. Insertion can be done at the beginning of the array, at the end of the array, as well as we can perform at any given position in the array. So insertion at the beginning of an array, it should happen in such a way that it causes all the elements existing in the array has to be shifted one location in right direction. We have to shift so that we have to make a room at the 0th location in the array. Insertion at the given index position, it is nothing but what we have to do is that we have to identify the exact location where we want to insert a new element, and that location has to be vacated so that it has to be made free in such a way that all the elements from that location has to be moved forward one step in the array. So this also involves the movement of the array that we have seen with the coding example. Also we have seen that. Now in today's classroom discussion, we would like to discuss about the delete operation in arrays. So the objective of this today's session is that this session will develop the knowledge on delete operation in array data structure. The lecture outcome is that after completion of the session, students will be able to develop the code to delete an element from an array of elements. So now this is what we have already seen, how to read the elements into an array. This is the same method or function, read elements. We are writing that we are reading the number of elements n, and we are assuming that maximum number of elements in the array is 10. So we are reading the elements into the array by taking a for loop for I equal 0, I less than n, I plus plus, scanf percentage ampersand a of I. This is display. So display operation. So we are displaying the array elements onto the screen. Again, same similar type of loop we will take for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, printf percentage d a of I. These two functions already we have seen that. Now we would like to discuss about what is the delete operation. So delete at the end. Suppose if you want to delete the end location element, that means suppose you have an array of these elements. Suppose we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose we have these elements into the array. 5 elements are there. Okay, so 1, this is 2, and this is 3 and 4 and 5, 6. These are the elements we have in this particular array. Suppose you want to remove this element. So what we will do, simply what we will do here is that if n is less than 0, that means the number of elements here we have is 5. So if the number of elements is less than 0, that means no elements, deletion is not possible. Else there are elements in the array. So what element we want to delete, this will be present in the index location n minus y in index location. These are the index locations, you see that. So this will be present in the n minus 1 index location. Fine. So that is element equal to a of n minus 1, n minus minus, we are decrementing that after deleting the element. So the number of elements in the array becomes 4, then the element we are displaying onto the screen. This is very simple here. And if you want to delete at the beginning, what we have to do here is that we will take that starting location element, and again we will check if number of elements is less than 0, there is no elements in the array, deletion is not possible. Otherwise the element which we want to delete it is nothing but present at a of 0 location. Then one location element has to be moved to the 0, two location element has to be moved to 1, like that. So a I equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, I plus plus, a of I is equal to a of I plus. This is a loop we have used to move the elements in the left direction so that it will be occupied, and total number of elements has to be decremented by 1, and the element deleted is ELE. So this is what the delete at the beginning. Now delete operation at a given position. So I will give so array as well as the position. So the element which is present at the given position has to be deleted from the array. So again what we are doing here is that we are taking this position. If that position, given position, is less than 0, or if the position is greater than or equal to n, then it is not possible to perform the delete operation. Otherwise, if the position is present within the range 0 to less than n, then we are deleting the element is equal to a of position, and then all the elements has to be moved left direction in such a way that I equal to position I less than n minus 1 I plus plus. So a of position is equal to a of position plus 1. This we have to move it basically, or we can write it as a of I is equal to a of I plus 1. We can write it as basically, so that we are moving all the elements left, right? So then number of elements has to be decremented, and then we have to display that deleted element onto the screen. So now this is the reflection spot. Following code snippet is used to delete an element ELE at the given index position POS of array ARR. Find the missing code here. So element which is to be deleted is stored here, and then what we have to do here is that I is equal to position. Okay, then I is less than or equal to I is less than n minus 1, and then I plus plus. Then what we are doing, a of position is equal to a of position plus 1 or I plus 1 location element. What we have to do, we have to move that. So this is what the missing code we have to write basically. Fine. So if you are not able to understand and answer that reflections part, please go to the beginning of this video and watch again. Okay, so this is what the lecture outcomes revisited here. After completion of this session, students will able to develop the code to delete an element from an array data structure. So summary of the session is that deletion in an array is the process of removing one or more elements. So deletion can be done at from the beginning of an array or at the end of the array, or at a given index position we can perform the deletion operation. So either in all these cases, what we need here is that we need to delete at the beginning and delete at the given index requires that the movement of the data has to be done in a proper direction, so that it will be replacing with that particular location element. Fine. So this is a lecture level practice problem. Develop the code to delete multiple occurrences of the elements from an array of elements. So this is very important problem. So try to solve this problem, because this type of problems are given in the placement drives. Multiple occurrences of elements you have to delete here. That means in an array you have to finally get the elements, unique elements you have to get into the array. So these are the further readings. You can refer this textbook as well as reference books on classic data structures by Devasis Samantha. Fine. So if you have any doubts, please watch the video from the beginning. So thank you one and all.